I feel constrained to observe that in my experience in New York, paper ballots are extremely susceptible to fraud.
Donald Trump and others first tell the American people an out-and-out lie, which they should know is an out-and-out lie, that millions of people voted illegal.
I want to be honest, it's not as if it's just Republicans who have monkeyed around with elections in the past. Sometimes Democrats have too. I believe a voting rights division, the Justice Department, that is nonpartisan and that is serious about investigating cases of vote fraud.
There is no serious person out there who would suggest somehow that you could even rig America's elections.
These are supposed to be the latest machines. They're still used in elections, and they're running ancient software. I think that, like, if somebody wanted to, it would be pretty easy to fake an election.
I mean, the 2020 election will be hacked no matter what we do, even if we're as more successful than I even think we could be in securing our elections.
By the end of the weekend, all of the available machines had been hacked successfully.
And if you think that you can get away with all this by using a pile of paper ballots and just counting them electronically, an electronic counting machine is still a black box that a pile of ballots goes into and a mysterious number comes out of. They've got exactly the same problems.
I'd advise Mr. Trump to stop whining and go try to make his case to get votes. My hope is that the president-elect is going to similarly be concerned with making sure that we don't have potential foreign influence in our election process.
Undocumented citizens, and I call them citizens because they contribute to this country, are fearful of voting. So if I vote, will immigration know where I live? Will they come for my family and deport us?
Not true. And the reason is, first of all, when you vote, you are a citizen yourself, and there is not a situation where the voting rolls somehow are transferred over. The sanctity of the vote is strictly confidential in terms of who you voted for.
A front page story was the suspect voter registration cards, thousands of registration cards, fraudulent registration cards submitted to the City of St. Louis Election Board.
Election infrastructure, still vulnerable. Happened in 2016, and the experts say it'll happen in 2020. More sophisticated even.
We are not a country that transitions power through violence and threats.
They asked me, would I like to debate this gentleman? And I said, no. I said, if we were in high school, I'd take him behind the gym and beat the hell out of him.